Once banned for spreading misinformation that could inspire political violence, former President Trump returned to X, the social media platform, with a litany of frequently aired complaints and falsehoods.
In an interview with X owner Elon Musk, who is supporting Trump in the election, the former president claimed that he actually won the last election, and he said the Biden administration orchestrated those criminal cases against him.
The former president also attacked Vice President Kamala Harris as a, quote, third-rate phony candidate, while also accusing her of stealing his ideas.
Our country is becoming a very dangerous place, and she is a radical left San Francisco liberal, and now she's trying to protect. Now she's looking like she wants to be more Trump than Trump, if that's possible.
Musk was a sympathetic listener during the more than 2-hour interview. He amplified Trump's false and misleading statements. He said he was not there to ask tough questions. He was there for the listeners to get a vibe of Trump in a more casual, conversational setting. So not a lot of actual, challenging of answers there. He hosted the interview, of course, on X, 200 with millions and millions of folks who tuned in.
Deputy Political Director Joe St. George joins us now with more on the interview. Joe, it was a long, rambling conversation, I believe about 2 hours long, with Elon Musk, who is, as we know, very friendly with the Republican nominee. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you. Yes, it was a unique event, to say the least. It began with technical difficulties, very similar to what we saw when X tried to live stream the launch of Governor Ron DeSantis' presidential campaign. About a 40-minute delay. Elon Musk, as he began the event, blamed it on an attack on some of the servers. That has not been independently confirmed by any outside organization. After it got underway, it was very much like attending a Trump rally, and to some degree. It was a very familiar stump speech with similar policy announcements, like his desire, former President Trump's desire, to essentially get rid of the Department of Education, return a lot of the federal funding and decisions back to states. The former president discussed at length the assassination attempt on his life, revealing that he plans to go back to Butler County, Pennsylvania sometime in October, in which he told Musk he thinks the first thing he's going to say is, as I was saying to the crowd that he expects will gather in Western Pennsylvania in a few weeks' time. Here is some of the former presidents speaking with Elon Musk last night about that near assassination attempt.
I knew immediately that it was a bullet. I knew immediately that it was at the ear.
Yeah. And
because it hit very hard, but hit the ear. And I also heard people shout, bullets, bullets, get down, because I moved down pretty nicely, pretty quickly, and we had bullets flying right over my head after I went down.
This was not a 2-hour grilling, as we noted at the top, by Elon Musk to former President Trump. Musk has endorsed Trump already for the presidency. It was barely really an interview. It was more like Elon Musk bringing up a topic and then letting former President Trump go. One of the more newsy parts of this conversation probably happened around Elon Musk bringing up the idea of some blue ribbon commission that could be formed in a hypothetical Trump second term to bring down government spending, eliminate perhaps some government agencies or waste. Elon Musk pitched himself to be part of that commission. So in theory, and Trump seemed to like that idea, in theory, perhaps there would be a role for Musk in Washington if Trump were to win in November. There wasn't many challenges, barely any follow-ups from the tech giant billionaire, but it does speak volumes to the relationship that Trump has with Musk at this stage of the campaign. As far as for the Harris campaign, they came out with a statement following the event saying, quote, Trump's entire campaign is in service of people like Elon Musk and himself, self-obsessed rich guys. Again, I'm quoting the Harris Walls campaign reacting to the big streaming event on the social media site X last night, guys.
And Joe, obviously, you are our deputy political director, so let me just kind of ask a blunt question here. Plenty of falsehoods, no real news, no real challenging of any of that, and an interview conducted by a man who politically and financially is supporting Trump so much that Trump flirted with the idea of possibly giving him a job in the administration. For the average viewer, why is this news? Where's the value in this?
I think it's a fair question. If you're wondering, well, why are we doing a segment on it this morning? If you look at Elon Musk and some of his reach, I was streaming along listening to the 2-hour at times rambling event. There were over 1 million people actively listening to that, so it did have far reach. This wasn't something that was live streamed and viewed by a couple thousand folks. This morning, the folks at X are saying that it's had over 1 billion impressions worldwide. And again, I think it speaks to the alliance between Musk, who is influential in social media, influence in tech, in space, with Tesla, and how close he is clearly with right now former President Donald Trump. And again, even pitching himself for some role in Washington potentially if Trump is elected come November. But you're right, Rob. I think there's reason to be skeptical about just how newsworthy was this event. I think the reality is that some billionaires throw fundraisers for political candidates. Last night, Musk threw former President Trump basically a virtual rally on social media.
And at a time when Trump kind of needs the cash infusion, considering some of the legal judgments against him, not in addition to obviously his political ambition as well. Deputy Political Director Joe St. George reporting. Thank you, sir.